Final day of the regular season is upon us. Playoff seeding still very much up for grabs. A couple of teams both trying to secure the best possible seed. Meeting here today on Senior Day for tonight's hosts. From Fox Valley Ice Arena, it is tonight's Northern Collegiate Hockey Association men's hockey matchup featuring the visiting Raiders of the Milwaukee School of Engineering and the 10th ranked Spartans of Aurora University. Thanks for being here with us on a Saturday night. In for Bill Downing today, my name is Sean Fry. Spartans looking for the hockey sweep today after the AU women picked up a 5-1 win against 5th ranked Adrian. And now Aurora trying to complete a sweep of the Raiders after defeating them last night by a 4-1 margin. I'll tell you a little more about that here in just a bit, including where things are currently at in the standings after a few results already in the books today. But it is Senior Day, and it's an opportunity to celebrate a number of seniors who have made significant contributions to the AU men's hockey program, and we are certainly very happy to be able to bring that to you here tonight. Again, it is the regular season finale. We know Aurora will be hosting a quarterfinal series next weekend. We don't know just yet is what seed they will be. MSOE knows that it's going to be going on the road. But will they be going to Angola, Indiana, De Pere, Wisconsin, or potentially right back here to Fox Valley Ice Arena? A lot of things are still up for debate at this point in time. So MSOE is out on the ice, and they're finishing up the preparations. And then we'll be able to bring you our Senior Day festivities. So it will be a bit of a delayed start. And then we'll be ready to roll here in just a matter of minutes. Going to be honoring 7 seniors here today. And 5 of those rather, are going to be getting the start in the contest when we drop the puck here in a matter of moments. Spartans are taking the ice, and so we'll be ready to go here. In brief, though, let's quick take you around the NCHA here as the Spartans take the ice. Trine and St. Norbert already with wins today, and CUW with a shootout victory. So the 8 teams are set. We know Adrian's number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All very much waiting to be determined. But with the players on the ice, here it's time to take a moment to recognize the AU seniors playing in tonight's contest. Final regular season matchup here. So let's meet them. First, number 2, Brendan Blair, a defenseman from Fenton, Missouri. Brendan is accompanied by his parents, Tom and Carla, and his girlfriend, Stephanie. Brendan is graduating in 3 years as a double major in accounting and finance. He's also already signed a job offer with Reuben Brown LLP with plans on becoming a certified public accountant. Brendan Blair. Brendan, by the way, if you don't know, has been a AU game day worker for a number of years. Has been able to help out with a number of sports over the years. So he has been, in addition to being a senior Spartan here tonight, has been very helpful to AU athletic communications during his time here. Number 6, Simon Boyko. A forward from Mississauga, Ontario. Simon is accompanied by his parents, Josie and Chuck. Simon is a business administration major. After graduation, he hopes to extend his hockey career by playing professionally, eventually getting into real estate. Simon Boyko. Number 7, Clay Keeley, a defenseman from Claresholm, Alberta, Canada. Clay is accompanied by teammate Nate Keeley and Connor Smith as well. Clay's a business administration major, and he plans to play professional hockey after graduation. Clay Keeley. So Clay being joined by his brother Nate, as well as by Connor Smith. Number 16, Anthony Yerkins. A forward from Staten Island, New York. Anthony is accompanied by his friend and AU alum, Riley Doyen. Anthony is a communication major, and after graduation, he hopes to extend his hockey career and play professionally. Anthony Yerkins. Anthony Yerkins. And now number 19, Jack Yonick. A forward from White Bear Lake, Minnesota. He's accompanied by his parents, Greg and Julie. Jack is a finance and actuarial science double major. After graduation, Jack plans to pursue a professional hockey career and/or attend grad school. Jack Yonick. And now number 21, Nate Keeley. Forward from Claresholm, Alberta, Canada. And so he is, stand corrected, this is Adam Keys, as Nate Keeley also came over while Clay was over. Adam Keys is a forward from London, Ontario, Canada, who's accompanied by his parents, Greg and Tracy, and girlfriend, Teresa. Adam is a mathematics and secondary education major with a special education endorsement, and after graduation, he plans to play professionally next year and eventually become a math teacher wherever he ends up living. Adam Keys. And so to the seniors, Aurora University Hockey and the Spartan Athletic Department thanks you, and I'd like to tell you that you've made a lasting impact on the program, and we hope that the game and this program have done the same for you. Brendan Blair, Simon Boyko, Clay Keeley, Anthony Yerkins, Jack Yonick, Nate Keeley, and Adam Keys, the senior Spartans, the senior class of 2023 for Aurora University men's hockey. And with that, we turn our attention to tonight's contest. As the Raiders come in at 14-10, 9-8 in the NCHA. Aurora, 10th ranked in the latest USCHO poll, 16-6-2, 12-3-2. After a 4-1 victory over the Raiders last night. It was a 3-goal second period that put Aurora ahead to stay. Derek Buds, Matt Weber, and Jack Yawnick each with a goal and an assist. Jake Code added a couple of assists. And Tanner Marshall made 32 saves in the victory. Spartans 1 for 4 on the power play, killed off all 6 MSOE man advantages. And while MSOE got a few more shots off, Aurora put more in the back of the net, and now we'll try to get the sweep of the Raiders here tonight. Now, where are we at? Trine has defeated Lawrence by a 3-1 score, and so that puts Trine in the clubhouse at 37 points. St. Norbert has defeated Adrian 6-1. The 14th ranked Green Knights with a comprehensive victory at home against the 3rd ranked Bulldogs. That puts the Green Knights in the clubhouse at 39 points, and so as we get set to drop the puck today, Aurora is in 4th. And if MSOE gets the win today in regulation, that would mean we would do this all over again in the quarterfinal round coming up here next weekend. If Aurora picks up a regulation victory, that would put them in 2nd as they have the tiebreakers over St. Norbert and Trine. So Aurora needs a point to be the 3rd seed. They need the full 3 points to be the 2nd seed. If they're the 2nd seed, they'll take on Lake Forest. If they are the 3rd seed, well, that is to be determined, as MSOE and Marion 2 points apart. And the Sabres are squaring off with Lake Forest, who is locked into that 7th spot. The starting lineups being announced here. We will tell you that for MSOE, it's their 3rd line, Jackson Yee, Charlie Skinner, and Preston Park. Cole Bielke and CJ Klein, the 2nd defensive pairing, will get the nod, and junior goaltender Nick Stofchek will be in goal. We'll tell you more about him, as well as the Spartan starter Colby Thornan. And then seniors in the starting lineup here today for Aurora as Adam Keys, Nate Keeley, and Jack Yawnick will get the call. Clay Keeley and Brendan Blair will start on defense, and they'll be announced here in a matter of moments. And then while they're being announced, let's take you quickly around rest of AU Spartan sports today, as Aurora women's hockey with a 5-1 win over Adrian earlier today. The 5th ranked Bulldogs to settle for a split after a last split-second victory last night. Darcy Madsen had 2 goals and an assist to lead the way for Aurora, and Tia Kluby was terrific for Aurora in this one, making on the day 41 saves. AU men's volleyball went up against the #1 team in the country. Stevens Tech fell in 3 sets, 7-14 and 23. Men's basketball at Marion today fell in overtime, 84-75. Julian Gatewood had 16 points. JT Daniels a rebound shy of a double-double in the loss. And then AU women's basketball picked up a 91-64 win at Marion. So Aurora had 4 players in double digits. Let's pause for the playing of the national anthems. MSOE and 10th ranked Aurora on the way once again in for Bill Downing tonight. My name is Sean Fry. Spartans going for the sweep after a 4-1 win in Milwaukee last night. John Ray on the camera. We're happy to have him along for the ride here in this one. Colby Thornton, the freshman from Winnipeg, gets the start for the Spartans. He appeared in both contests against Adrian, got the night off last night, enters 11-2-1 mark, 2.88 goals against average, and a .924 save percentage. And he'll be opposed by the junior from South Elgin, Illinois, Nick Stavcek, making his first appearance since before Christmas. Be his 7th start. He's 4-2 with a 2.95 goals against average and an .877 save percentage. Spartans in their cream and blue home uniforms, moving left to right, and MSOE in red with white letters, and the Raiders logo on the front will move right to left. Officials in tonight's contest, thank you in advance to Michael Tanner, Nick West, linesman Scott Gaffney, and Steve Gerchinoff for their efforts in this contest. So playoff positioning on the line. Final day of the NCHA regular season. The Harris Cup playoffs set to begin in a matter of days. We'll drop the puck here at Fox Valley Ice Arena. And Aurora will, it's all senior lineup, go back and want to break out here as Keys comes down the left side. Missed his target here, but Blair follows it up, ends up being swept on the Stavcek, and the puck loose here to the half wall where Yannick comes and picks it up. Out to the point here, where fresh into the or have to make that Clay Keeley rather. We'll pick that up. Aurora will finish off its shift here. And meanwhile, Bielke plays it into the corner for Klein, as the Raiders trying to break it out of their own end here, and they will sweep it the length. Forward lines for Aurora will be Adam Keys, Derek Buds, Jack Yannick. The top line, Hassan Ackel, Giovanni Procopio, and Simon Boyko. The second line, Jake Code, Nate Keeley, Matt Weber. The third line, and the fourth unit is Jack Rudin, Sam Harris, and Lucas Sedlacek. On defense, Clay Keeley and Jaden Condata, the top pair. Tyler Pang, Giuliano Santalucia, the second pairing. Brendan Blair and Connor Smith are the third pairing, and Alex Schwab is the extra skater for Aurora tonight. Spartan scratches: Garrett Johnson, Jake Onstock, Kyle Schroeder, Anthony Yerkins, Jacob Brockman, John Hallard, Dane Hurst, and Carson Riddle. Aurora with it in their own end here, 90 seconds into the first period, as Matt Hannawall fires this out to the point. Shot from distance was tipped wide. Stuart Harley, it's again, gives it away here to Christian Sabin. Harley takes it back, shoots. That may have gotten the piece of Thorne. An awkward carom though, and Sabin able to skate onto it here for the Raiders. D-to-D here to Hayden Dalton. Cross ice feed, never made it through as Graham McCormick looking for a player in front. Puck came back to Sabin. Raiders able to maintain the zone here. Quick passing. And a good stick there by Procopio, and he will flip this out to center ice. Matt Hannawall, Christian Sabin, Kyle Herbster out there now. They're the top line for the Raiders. Graham McCormick, Carson Jones, Kevin Paganini, the second line. Jackson Yee, Charlie Skinner, Preston Park, the Raiders starters at the third line. And then Ty Ebling, Jack Kargas, and Riley Ott are the fourth line for MSOE. Stuart Harley and Haley Dalton, the first pairing. Cole Bielke and CJ Klein, the second pairing. Connor Caro and Brennan Dickey are the third defensive pairing, and Jackson Hughes is the extra skater for the Raiders. Seth Bernard, Steve Gouault, Jonathan Lapsa, Ryan Reed, Jacob Bossy are scratches this evening for MSOE. Raiders trying to take it right to the net here. Coming the other way was Matt Weber, and his pass ends up being launched into the MSOE bench. And we'll get a whistle. 17:31 left here in our first period of action, and no score. Face-off coming here to center ice. The stick of Clay Keeley, who will rim this one in. Stavcek settles it. Will play it to the wall where it was cut off by Paganini. And ends up being reversed here as Caro goes to McCormick, who lets that one go, and it's pushed into the glass by Code. Caro will try again. Had his pass tipped and stolen by Matt Weber. Steers to the circle, shoots off a stick and into the netting. So nearing the 3-minute mark of the first period, no score. And the Spartans and Raiders here face off to the left of Stavcek as we see that top line out together here. Bud's in for the faceoff. 56% on the season in the faceoff circle. It was a rough one for Aurora on the draw last night, just 36%. They've been better on the year than MSOE in the faceoff circle. Did not matter last night. Bouncing puck picked up by Kargas. Raiders try to go the other way. They turn it over at the Aurora line. And now Yannick with it, going the other way here as he gives it to Buds, who will chip it deep. Yannick after it, fights with Bielke, who ends up winning that, put it off the skates of Keys. Followed up in the corner, and the Raiders, with some nifty passing, able to get it out to center. Ott stood up by Keeley, and then Yannick takes Ebling off the play. Puck rolls down behind the Spartan goal where Kandata gathers it. Puts on the brakes, reverses it, and Aurora comes out the right side. Yannick steps around a dropped stick. Came the Keys just inside the MSOE line, and he turned it over. Aurora regroups in their own end. And Santa Lucia, cross ice feed here for Buds, who plays it onside, follows it up, centering feed through the skates of Santa Lucia, but it'll be kept in at the line by Tyler Pang. Played deep for Keys, who tried the no-look backhand feed it in front, wasn't able to get it there. It's alive on the half wall for Keys, who gets taken to the wall. And continues the battle there, and it gets swept into open space and out to center ice where Pang regroups. Santa Lucia now plays it back for Pang past him, and it will go into the corner, and that'll allow the Raiders to finish the change. So Pang with it. Ahead here for Jack Rudin, fresh onto the ice. He'll feed it to Sedlacek here on the near side. Sam Harris after it as well as it's ringed along the wall and skated onto by Sabin, who will chip that past Blair and after it into the corner, but he's taken to the wall by Connor Smith. Played out here to the point. Caro was off the pads of Thornton, then center diving save! Colby Thornton to deny Kyle Herbster. Good movement there by MSOE to get an opportunity. And a terrific pass found Sabin. But Thornton able to read that, get across the ice, and keep this one scoreless just under 5 minutes into the contest. So the first high danger opportunity goes to the Raiders, who will have an offensive zone draw. It was Caro who got a good look, then a pad save, and then looked like Sabin able to rip a pass across the seam. But Thornton had the answer. And now the Raiders trying to break out here as Hannawall plays it ahead for Sabin. On the left wing, the toe drag. Taken off of his stick by Procopio. Loose puck out to the slot. And Simon Boyko has it. He comes through center, gains the line. Leaves it here for Ackle. And then a battle ensues here in the corner. Comes onto the stick of Hannawall, who will come out to center ice. 2-on-2, make it 2-on-3. Drop pass here as Herbster shoots. Smith blocks that down. Aurora looking to move it out to center ice, not able to. It's kept in here by Bielke. Behind the net, Procopio to Smith, and he'll pitchfork that out to center. It was off the glove of Paganini, came all the way through, and Matt Weber almost was able to poke that into the gaping net after Stavcek came out and missed. Now Paganini here. Getting it for Carson Jones, turned over at the red line and played back into the Raiders' end. Under 14 minutes left in the first, no score. Both teams have had a couple of grade A opportunities. One was stopped, one just went wide of the goal. It's like offside at the line here as the Spartans a bit too eager that time, and we get a whistle. Well, and give a lot of credit there also to MSOE back checkers for keeping that last chance by Aurora out of the net. As CJ Klein got just enough of Matt Weber to keep Weber from being all alone with a wide open goal behind him. Raiders send this one in as Preston Park has it here on the half wall. He's briefly tied up but escapes. Tried to play it behind the goal at his pass blocked back to him. He tries again as he tries to evade Derek Budds. Behind the goal here for Charlie Skinner. And now Brennan Dickey in there as well. As Park went down that time. Goes behind the net here as Pang picks it up, and he will toss that out to center ice. And it will go for icing as it just found its way to the side of the cage. 13:06 to play in our opening frame here. Aurora and MSOE currently scoreless. Shots 3-2 in favor of the Raiders here in the early going. Now, Aurora's only had the shots advantage 8 times this season. Now, they have won all 8. Most of the season giving up a fair amount of shots. In fact, on average, nearly 2 more shots per game. They do well to keep shots from the perimeter in low danger opportunities. Here's one that comes in from the point along the ice. Thornton able to make the save there, and not much of a rebound either. And the face-off will be out here to the right of Thornton this time. Well, Thornton, as you may remember, had a sensational series against St. Norbert. Did not have an easy evening at Adrian a week ago. Is back here between the pipes and looking for a good bounce-back performance here. He was not the only one who had a difficult weekend. Adrian able to put up 8 goals twice. Good stretch pass here. A good look for Weber. The follow-up by Condata jumped his stick, and shot from Keeley ends up being wired high and wide. Hughes tries to escape the zone, not able to. Condata throws it in front, comes to Weber off of a leg. He backhands it wide. Raiders a bit desperate there, try to clear the zone, and they can't. Clay Keeley keeps it in. He's along the wall here as Caro tries to clear it. He can't do it. And Weber looking for the loose puck, didn't find it. Jack Kargas did and plays at the center. Ott will play this deep, and Raiders will get a change as Aurora retrieves the puck. Clay Keeley over his blue line, over the red line, and he'll play it deep. Hops off the glass, off the back of the net as well. The Raiders looking to take advantage of the bad hop for a relatively stress-free out here, and that's exactly what happens. Herbster cut off on the half wall with a loose puck, finds Sabin through a pass through the slot, no one home. By Elke now, D-to-D for Klein. He steers one through traffic, and Thornton able to find it and hold on. 11:43 to play, first period, no score. Looking for the icebreaker. No pun intended, I suppose, here on this Saturday night. Face off here to Thornton's left. Sabin in for the draw against Procopio. Spartans win this face-off. They've won 6 of 9. Procopio with it on his stick, put a pass off the skate of Ackle. He'll have to chip and chase after it as Klein will beat him to it. Loose puck to Sabin, who tried to backhand that to safety, but it was sticked down. Now comes out here to Herbster, and he'll come through center ice. Looking for Bielke. Follows it, takes Santa Lucia to the wall. Puck is loose. Centering feed here for McCormick, who got a first try, got a second look, and couldn't put it home. Played out to center here, all the way down on Stofchek, who will play that over towards Herbster. He'll sweep it in and go off. Freshman McCormick out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. A couple of good opportunities there, but not able to find one through and into the back of the net. Now Aurora with it. Bud centers that off the stick, maybe the heel of the stick of Keys there, and Stofchek able to get over and knock it down. Now McCormick the other way to Jones. He finds a streaking Dalton, who steers it into the corner. Then Paganini from a sharp angle into the glove of Thornton, who will slow it down. 10:32 to play in the first, no score. And Aurora will have to keep their good times rolling in the face-off circle here as Buds is in the face-off with Jones here. 50-50 draw here, and the Raiders will get to it, but a good stick there by Kandata frees it up. To Yannick, comes down the right side. He'll try to play this one past the defender and gets out on the other side as he picks it up in the corner and tries to play it deep. A good job by Harley to body away Keys there, and now Paganini will rip that high off the window and the length of the ice for an icing. So much for that change. Paganini is looking for a little more up and a little less out. So this will bring the face-off down inside the Raiders' end. See Nate Keeley in for the face-off here against McCormick. Aurora wins the draw, but they sweep it out to center ice. So McCormick's going to race off. He'll be the only one who gets off the ice here. Keeley takes it into the corner for Aurora. Lost the handle, and that'll allow Paganini to skate it to center and deep. Now he will go off along with Harley and Dalton. Now Park with it. In the corner and out of the half wall and turns it over. As Code skated onto the loose puck, but not a good touch there, and Raiders will play it back into the Spartan end. Kept in at the point by Caro. D here for Dickey, who throws that one through traffic. It was knocked down. Kept in by Caro at the Aurora line. Now teeing this one up is Yee. That was blocked in front. Swept deep. Yee is after it. Code coming over, jumped his stick. Skinner playing it deep for Park, who is pinned to the fence by Keeley. Skinner again with it on the half wall, once again sending it into the corner as Yee collides with Keeley. Swept along the wall again, once again not out, but Skinner missed a cutting C.J. Klein. Raiders at the end of a shift will play it deep and go off. 8:50 left in the first, no score. Down the ice came Jack Rudin, good stick. Frees him of that, and the other way comes Jackson Hughes. Drops it off. Ebling the shot, the save, and Klein follows to make it 1-0. An excellent placement on that shot to create the rebound, and Klein, the defenseman, jumping into the play, puts home the rebound. First of the season for Klein on the season's very last day. And it's 1-0 here as the Raiders open the scoring at 11:23. So Ty Ebling will get the primary assist. Jackson Hughes will get the secondary assist. And again, C.J. Klein with the lid lifter here. Another shot from the point from Klein, looking for more. That was off the pad of Thornton. Aurora the other way. Boyko, backhand feed for Ackle, who will get to it just at the red line, or the goal line more appropriately here. Bielke here with it, puts on the brakes, and nearly turned over the breakout pass right at the blue line. Santa Lucia now with it. He'll attack the goal. Driving, takes it around the net. Backhand stop by Stavchek. Then Boyko got a follow. Raiders the other way. Hannawall on a 3-on-2. Drops it off. Here's Herbster, shoots. Save made. Thornton, second chance. Sabin couldn't put it home. Aurora looks to clear, and they do. Here's Boyko the other way. 2-on-3. He's at the end of a shift. He'll leave it here for Ackle. Backhand feed for Buds. Hopped over his glove. He'll take it out to center ice. So Santa Lucia, the defenseman, trying to get in on the action. Aurora offside here at the line. Took it to the back post, what I meant, not backhand. Took it to the back post, and Stavchek did well to get over, and then Boyko wasn't able to put the rebound home. And it remains MSOE 1-0, 7:19 remaining here in the first. Shots are 11-5 in favor of the Raiders, who have had the jump so far in this one. And now looking to extend their advantage. Here's Hannawall. And he was dispossessed by Keeley, and the Spartans go the other way. Here's Buds, the shot off the heel of the glove of Stofchek. The Raiders not able to clear the zone. Comes down to Buds here on the near wall to Yannick in the circle. Navigating through traffic. Cut off by Sabin. And the puck comes out to Keeley, who shoots through traffic. Stofchek able to find it. Yannick got in front. But Stofchek doing well to absorb the shot and not allow a rebound. MSOE on the board first. 15th time that they've had the game's first tally. And Aurora 4-4-1 when surrendering the first goal of the contest. Raiders win the face-off. McCormick finds Paganini, who gains the line. Cross-ice feed. Missed McCormick, and that'll allow Yannick to come the other way as he kicks it to his stick. Was looking for Keys. Pass was behind him. Kandata follows. Tried to leave it in the slot. No one home. Big collision in the glass. And now a scrum ensues as Buds was not pleased with the way he was taken into the wall. It was a heavy collision on the near side. And we will see penalty assessed. It's at least going to be Buds, and I'll be curious if they'll send them both off, and it looks like they will. Now, I think Jones was trying to take Buds into the wall. And I don't know that the violence of the collision was what either of them had in mind, just coming together. And Buds, I think, ended up putting Jones harder into the glass than I think Jones appreciated. And there was a retaliation and a retaliation after that, and now they'll both sit for a couple of minutes and cool off. So Buds and Jones both off here at 13:34. It'll be 4-on-4 here. Jones gets elbowing, Buds gets roughing. And Jason Bloomingbird, Spartans head coach, wants a word. So does Graham Johnson, Raiders head coach. Good crowd today, and they all reacted in unison after that collision on the wall. So 4-on-4 it is for the next couple of minutes. Nate Keeley in for the face-off here against Matt Hannawall. He's not done well in the face-off circle this season. He's at 38% coming in to the weekend. Try to win one here on his strong side against Keeley, and he does. Klein skates onto it, tries to take it out on his forehand. Has to reverse it here to Bielke. Had his clearing attempt off the stick of Weber. He gets it back, gives it to Hannawall, and he comes out to center. Once again, MSOE offside at the line. And the face-off will be in front of the Spartans bench. So Klein from Ebling and from Hughes. Right now, the only goal of the contest, 1-0 with 6:07 to play here in the first. A lot of hockey still to be played here at Fox Valley. Bielke for the Raiders. Back to Klein. A lot of ice to work with here at the 4-on-4. Klein will send this one off the window and deep. And looking to go the other way is Santa Lucia. Cross-ice feed here to Yannick. And he'll gain the line. He, too, comes in offside. .536 left. Procopio in here against Sabin. Procopio wins this draw. Spartans have now won 10 against 7 for the Raiders. Condata lost an edge as he caught the pass. He'll steer it into space and will effectively turn it over here to the fifth-year senior Harley. Taken off the puck by Procopio. Will regain possession here on the half wall. Gives it ahead to Ackle, who then lost his stick in the boards. Tough break. And now Sabin will go the other way for the Raiders. Delayed penalty now on Aurora. And interference is going to be the call. And it's going to be on Procopio. Tough luck all over the place there. Procopio did a nice play to get free. Then Ackle did well to get past his man on the half wall. Only to lose the lumber, and then Procopio called for the penalty moments later. That was the check by Procopio just inside the MSOE line that did it. So the Raiders, after going 0 for 6 on the power play last night, will get their first try here and a chance to make it. 2-goal lead, 4-on-3 here for another 25 seconds. Hannawall trades places with McCormick, gives it to McCormick, back to Hannawall at the right point. They trade places again. Hannawall feeds McCormick the one-timer, powdered wide. Hannawall picks it back up on the half wall, behind the net for Sabin. Look to throw that out to Dickey at the left point, but it went off of a stick and ramped out the center ice. 5-on-4 as Buds and Jones join the play. Jones will come off, Buds will get in and start killing the penalty here. 5-on-4, minute 16 left on the man advantage. Here's Hannawall. Shot to the back door to McCormick, who stopped it and had time to put it home to make it 2-0. And that is how wide open McCormick got behind the Aurora defense. Didn't even one-time it. Stopped it, settled it, and buried it for his 11th of the season. And it's 2-0 at 15:48. And a terrific start for MSOE here tonight. McCormick from Hannawall and Dickey, 2-0. MSOE up, and Aurora needing to find a little bit of desperation here. Sharp angle shot. Stavcek makes the stop. Santa Lucia gets a second try. That one goes off the blocker and into the netting. 3:57 left. Well, and this is where we start doing the real-time updates. And if this result holds, it's this matchup again for a couple. And that is actually how it played out last season, where Aurora and MSOE wrapped things up and then turned around and played each other right here at Fox Valley Ice Arena. Aurora took the first game. MSOE won the second, 7-0. To force the mini game, which Aurora ended up winning. They moved on into the semifinals. Turnover at the MSOE, or make that the Aurora line. Aurora is offsides. They tried to go the other way. And here's Klein. One of the goal scorers here for the Raiders in this one. 2-0 visitors up. 3.5 minutes left. Long pass out here to Yee. Will steer that off the wall, but Skinner wasn't able to get to it, and now he'll go off. Aurora trying to take advantage of this change. That one's ramped down the ice, and Code will follow. Harley picks it up and will skate it out to center ice. With speed across the blue line, drops it to McCormick. His centering feed for Jones. Jones gets leveled. McCormick found the loose puck and fired it wide. Then Keys collides with Harley. A loose puck comes out to center ice. Been very physical so far in this one. We've got a whistle here. And that'll bring the face-off out to center ice. 2:57 to play. Puck played back here for Keeley, who will skate it behind his own goal. Long feed here through center ice. Code will follow. Gets to it. Backhand feed for Weber. Stop made by Stofchek. Weber tries again here as he walks to the top of the slot. Will play it for Kandata in the corner. No look centering feed was blocked down. Kandata picks up the loose puck. Fires a pass through the seam, but off the stick of Nate Keeley and out to center. He'll play it deep. Code got into it a bit with Harley, and as it's touched up by Stofchek behind the net, we'll see Harley go off. Aurora to the power play. Tripping the call. And Aurora will get its first try on the power play. 1 for 4 last night, 23% on the season. Right around the middle of the league. MSOE also near the middle of the league on the penalty kill at 80% entering the series. So Aurora gets to work here. Keys got that one into the slot. It was redirected on. Got to the mouth of the blue paint. Aurora couldn't settle it down, and it's played out to center. Now Yannick tries to gain the line again and does. He'll skate it behind the net. Yannick then centers it, put it on the stick of Herbster, is not able to clear it. To Keys' right point. Cross ice feed, went through the seam there. It was sticked down. Now to Santa Lucia, who tees it up. Tipped wide by Procopio, who's looking for it. He comes out to Keys from the point. His shot was wide off of a leg. Santa Lucia again goes to Keys here in the circle. Shoot! Save made. Stofchek. Loose puck comes out. Santa Lucia the pinch, and he'll keep it in. Keys now with it to the side of the goal. Procopio went to the bumper for Buds, who couldn't catch it clean. It's kept in at the line by Santa Lucia for a moment. Herbster able to follow and tip it out. 56 seconds left on the power play. 1:15 left in the period. 2-0 Raiders, and Aurora with the man advantage trying to cut this deficit in half. Weber steps around Klein. Puts on the brakes and feeds Ackle at the point. Here on the near side of the ice, puck rolled off of his stick. He'll guide it back for Weber. It was a little too strong there. It'll be kept in at the point by Pang, and now Boyko has it. Across the seam. Jump the stick of Ackle. He'll play it behind the goal for Weber. A good stick by Bielke to get that one free, and he'll get it out to center and out. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Ackle not able to hang on to it at the blue line, and Sabin skates onto it. The toe drag to get around. Pang waits out Thornton, but couldn't hold on to the puck, and he gives it away. Good opportunity. It will be enough to kill the remaining seconds. Harley rejoins the play. Back to even strength. Ackle here at the circle. Spins. Centers it for Weber. It's loose in front, and McCormick will steer it through open ice out to center. Final 8 seconds here. Comes out to Hughes in the slot. Shoots. That's off the stick of Sedlacek over the netting and out of play. And we'll get one last face-off here with 3.4 ticks to play in the period. But the Raiders will take the lead into the intermission. And they'll have an opportunity here to add a third. They have enough time. See Jones in for the face-off. Shots 15-12 in favor of Aurora. 2-0 here for the Raiders. Spartans win the draw, and that'll be it for our first 20 minutes here at Fox Valley Ice Arena. Good start for the Raiders. MSOE leads Aurora 2-0. 10th ranked Spartans looking for a rally here on home ice. We'll bring you the totals first period and take a look around the NCHA. And coming up, this is Aurora University men's hockey. Aurora with work to do. Through 20 minutes, MSOE leads the 10th ranked Spartans 2-0. Welcome back. Happy Saturday night. And for Bill Downing, my name is Sean Fry. Spartans outshot the Raiders 15-12, but behind by a couple on the scoreboard. CJ Klein's first of the year opened the scoring at 11:23 from Ty Ebling and Jackson Hughes. And then Raiders convert on the power play for the first time this weekend at 15:48. Graham McCormick's 11th of the season from Matt Hannawall and Brennan Dickey. Nick Stavcek made 15 saves. Colby Thornton did 10 stops. And MSOE on its only power play tallies on its only shot while keeping Aurora at bay on their only man advantage despite having 4 shots against. Stavcek faceoffs 13-10 in favor of the Spartans through 20 minutes. Aurora 2-3 when trailing after 20 minutes here this season. But the second period has been their best period this season as they have outscored opponents 35-22. And they'll look for a strong second frame coming up. Around the NCHA, we mentioned that right now not a ton of games going on at the moment. One in progress. It is Lake Forest at Marion, and the Sabres lead that one 2-0, which puts some pressure on MSOE. The Raiders currently 5th with 28 points, Marion in 6th with 26. And so if Marion able to pick up the win, they would force the Raiders to at least get a point out of this one to hang on to the 5th seed. Concordia, Wisconsin, a 4-4 tie with Finlandia, and then the Falcons pick up the shootout win for the extra point. So the Falcons will be the 8th seed. They will visit Adrian next weekend. 4-13-1. Finlandia finishes its season at 3-14, or rather at 4-19-2, 3-14-2, or 3-14-1 rather in NCHA play. It was Trine over Lawrence 3-1. As the Thunder at 37 points right now in 3rd in the NCHA standings, 12-6, 17-7-1 to conclude the regular season. And then all St. Norbert 6-1 over Adrian earlier. So Adrian has already locked up that first seed. St. Norbert right now in 2nd with 39 points at 12-5-1, and Aurora at 36 points has the tiebreaker over both Trine and St. Norbert. But if the result holds, they'll be in 4th and taking on MSOE next week. Spartans right to left in cream and blue. MSOE in red goes left to right. As I always mention here, long change in the second period. Let's see if Aurora can be able to generate a few more quality looks here as Nick Stavcek's made a couple of tough stops. Here's a turnover right in front. Saban to the doorstep to Hannawall, who tucks it home. And it's 3-0. 20 seconds into the period. Costly turnover, and Aurora is in a deep hole. The Hannawall from Saban. And a pass where if you're going to put it through that spot, it absolutely has to be on the money. But it was not to be. And now Aurora with some work to do here. Hannawall from Saban at 20 seconds of the 3rd makes it 3-0. Thornton with another stop here. Now for MSOE, not just an opportunity to play spoiler for a team that's going to be hosting next weekend one way or the other. Trying to maintain the best possible seed they can get for the first round. Klein here at the point. His shot tipped wide by Skinner. The follow powdered wide as Bielke got a lot of that. Wasn't able to put it on the target. Procopio picks up the loose puck behind the Spartan goal, throws it out in front, turns it over, centered, blocked down. Park able to find it. He tucked one wide. And now Aurora coming the other way as Boyko skates through center, tried to play that through the skates of Bielke and couldn't beat him. Back out to center it goes, picked up here by Saban, make that Hughes onside. His shot steered away by Thornton. Second try here goes off the side of the net and comes into the corner, where Jones had it taken off of his stick. Aurora not able to get it out. Paganini, shot. That may have gone the side of the net as well. Aurora looking to clear here, they don't. Dickey able to glove that one down. And we'll call a hand pass here, and we'll see the face-off come out. A minute 29 into the second period, MSOE makes it a 3-goal lead. 20 seconds into the period. No time to panic. Still a lot of hockey to be played. However, the sense of urgency is certainly going to need to increase. Again, not panic. Raiders looking to clear it out of their own end here. Caro along the wall here, comes out to Paganini. Backhand off the glass, out to center, and it comes free here to McCormick, looking for his second tonight. Takes it into the slot, shoots wide of the goal along the ice. Paganini follows here to Dickey. His shot was off a stick and wide. McCormick follows, throws it on tough angle at the side of the goal. Paganini tries to jam it, kicked out into the slot. It's loose at the side of the net. Out to the point where Dalton got to skate on that. Gives it to Jones, rolled off of his stick. Weber trying to find it. And finally out to center it goes, onto the stick here of Code. Puts on the brakes on the half wall. Feeds it here for Keeley. That came to Weber, who was following, but he couldn't find it. And it'll be gathered up here by Ott. Out to center here, over the stick of Kargas. He'll follow and force Thornton to play it. Dalton will come down along the wall and force Keeley to make a decision. And Nate Keeley with it for the Spartans. Just behind the net here. Like Kargas got a piece of that. Aurora will have a chance to skate it out. Sedlacek the aerial pass. He'll let Rudin chase it down. He threw one through the blue paint, but not on. And Ott will find it on the other side. Here to Kargas through center. A backhand chip and chase. Santa Lucia follows, plays it out to the point. Herbster got a skate on that to keep it in. Herbster here to Klein on the right point. His shot was off of the leg of Sedlacek and wide. Second try put right on by Bielke. And Thornton makes the stop. And the Raiders have declined to be shy about putting pucks on net here in this second period. They're throwing it on Thornton from everywhere. It's off one to Bielke. And now Hannawall, goal and assist tonight. Sweeps it along. Klein skates onto it and lost it. Good stick by Kandata. Buds will come up with the loose puck. Out here to the right side for Keeley, joining the rush. Backhand to the near post, but Yannick wasn't able to find it and put it past Stavchek. Raiders looking to skate it to center, and they do. Here's Herbster. Steps around Kandata, still has it, throws it in off of the pads of Thornton. Kandata tried to break it out, turned it over, and it's brought back in on Thornton, who has suddenly been very busy. It's 8 shots to 1 for the Raiders here in this second period. And again, this has been the Spartans' strongest period. Overall on the season, it has been anything but. Here through the first 3 and change. 16:08 left in the second. 3-0 Raiders. Will be swept along the wall by Schwab. Yee picks it up, skates into the slot. His shot off a skate and wide. Procopio to the follow, and he'll take it to center for Ackle. Down the left wing on the forehand. Centers it to Boyko, and a great stick by Skinner broke that up as Boyko, one man to beat, couldn't do it. Raiders looking to regroup, stretch pass here. You got a stick on it and turns it over. Ackle with it to Procopio. 3-on-3 here. Procopio shoots, scores! Through the 5-hole to get Aurora on the board. Aurora able to skate onto the loose puck at center. And Procopio makes no mistake for his 9th of the season. At 4:26, it's a 2-goal game. So it'll be Procopio from Ackle, and a well-placed shot by Procopio to cut into the deficit. Simon Boyko will get the secondary assist. And now Aurora quickly back into the Raiders' end looking for more. This one is thrown into the corner by Santa Lucia. Code skates onto it, finds Santa Lucia, who has to back it out. And he'll play it into the corner and allow Sedlacek to go over for it. Make that Nate Keeley, my apologies. And a turnover here and out to center as Paganini skates onto it. Cross-ice feed for Harley, who was a step offside. 5 minutes into the second period. 3-1 now as teams are even for the period. Aurora's still behind on the scoreboard. We'll see if that goal goes to their legs. Procopio, just an assist over his previous 4 games after piling up 25 points through 20 contests. Able to get back on the board here. And for Procopio, his first goal since the opener at Marion. Or the opener of the series at Marion, more accurately. Shot on, stop made by Stofchek, comes out to the point where Clay Keeley will play that deep. Sedlacek sweeps it back behind the MSOE goal, and Harris wasn't able to get there, and the Raiders look to break it out. That'll go off the glass out to center, and Clay Keeley will glove it down to the red line. Front of the Spartan bench, Clay Keeley's still after it. It squirts free here to Bielke, who throws that one through center across ice. Teams will play ping pong here with the red line, and it'll go back down inside the MSOE end. Bielke leaving it for Klein, who is chased here by Keys, and he turns it over. And Keys lost it off the toe of his stick as he tried to center it. It'll be played the length of the ice, and Hughes will have to hustle to get after it as Connor Smith was in hot pursuit. Hannawall skates over in support, comes free to Blair, who will take it out the left side of the net. His backhand clearing attempt was sticked back down, and the Raiders will chase back after it as Smith goes and gathers it in the corner. He has it on the forehand here on the far side, and Hannawall took it away from him. And a second effort sweeps it out to center ice. Now Blair swinging at it, plays it ahead for Keys, who has the puck here on the left wing into the circle, centers it, scores! Jack Yannick makes it 3-2. Keys able to take that in down the left wing. And the nifty pass through the seam finds Yannick, who puts it home. 14th of the season for the senior. Extends his point streak to 5 games, and it is a 1-goal game. Yannick from Keys at 6:31. We'll see who they give the secondary assist to here, but MSOE calls timeout. As they would like to discuss it now. I think Brendan Blair might get the secondary assist, and that's exactly who's going to get it. So that is an all-senior goal right there. Yannick from Keys and Blair, again at 6:31 to make it 3-2. And now it's the Raiders on their heels here. as Aurora picks up a quick couple of goals. MSOE after it here. Good stick by Santa Lucia to take that away from Yee, and then he'll take Yee to the fence. Couple of freshmen battling here on the half wall. Dalton the keep at the point. Shot through traffic. Save made Thornton. Santa Lucia will gather it here and look to exit the zone, but he'll stop it up here. Let the zone clear, and he'll play it ahead here for Code. Trying to step around Dalton and follow it into the corner. Weber after it here behind the net. Tied up in the corner. That one's popped up. Keeley got a glove on it, then a stick. Comes to the point here for Clay Keeley. His shot off a leg and wide. Dalton follows. One ends up heading in Stavchek's direction, and he'll stick that into the netting. So Aurora with 2 goals, a minute 53 apart. Actually make that 2:03 apart, going the wrong direction. And after being heavily outshot for the first 5 minutes of the period, a very strong last 2.5. Now Procopio in for the draw. Now by Elke with it on the forehand. It's it to the MSOE line where it's knocked down by Keeley, and it comes through for Paganini. Skates into the circle, the drag and the shot. Doesn't fool Thornton. McCormick now out to the point. That one went through traffic off of Paganini in front. And cleared out to center ice. Will be tossed in on Thornton, who will settle it. Keeley skates onto it. He's chased here by Jones and turns it over. Rather, Paganini there was dispossessed. Aurora tries again, but McCormick the takeaway. He's bodied off the puck by Procopio. Goes back behind the goal the other side of the ice now. Ackle gets a stick to it. Finds Kandata, and Aurora will try to break it out. Long feed here. Procopio will beat the icing. He'll get to the puck behind the goal, and Kandata now with it in the corner for the Spartans. Comes out to Klein. We'll find out here on the nearest side. The Raiders play it out to center. Hughes on the right wing, shoots off the logo of Thornton, comes back to Hughes, tries again, another save by Thornton. It's loose at the side of the goal. Schwab lost his stick. Delayed penalty coming up as this one goes the length of the ice for icing. And now we'll see who's going to go here. And this is on MSOE. Interference is going to be the call. And they're going to get Riley Ott. So Ott off here with 11:13 left in the second. Aurora down 3-2 after giving up the first 3, looking for 3 in a row to knot it up. Aurora with an opportunity earlier. They got 4 shots and did not score. So I believe that it's going to be goaltender interference. And in fact it is. Aurora wins the face-off and gets set up. One time fanned on by Yannick. And a clearing attempt here on the near side by Herbster goes off a skate and into the netting. Aurora has done well to succeed on the power play. They have a power play goal in 18 of 24 contests. And when they score on the power play, they mostly win. Only 3 losses when they've come through on the man advantage. One-time feed here by Keys, blocked down in front. Dickey got in the way but couldn't clear it. Dangerous cross-ice feed at Herbster, wasn't able to catch cleanly, and we've got a delayed offside that will eventually end up with play being whistled dead. Adam Keys did not know that Aurora had not fully tagged up. The first 21 seconds of the period here, or of the power play rather, have not had a ton of rhythm. Christian Sabin, Raiders captain, arguing here that should be going the length of the ice. The intentional offside. He'll be in for the draw here against Buds, who wins it clean. Buds, Procopio, Yannick, Santa Lucia, and Keys the 5 here. Yannick has it on the half wall. Comes free here for Jones, who will send that one back into the Aurora end, and Keys will recover. Forced to do something with it, turns it over in front. Jones gets a look, gets 2 at point-blank range. Thornton makes the stop, and Jones finally taken off the puck. Dangerous opportunity for the Raiders, but doesn't harm the Spartans here. Now Yannick, too much pepper on that for Procopio to hang on, but Santa Lucia will get to the point and skate it in deep. Santa Lucia in the corner, through the seam. That wasn't caught cleanly by Keys. 50 seconds left on the power play. Keys here to Yannick for Santa Lucia, the one-timer. That was tipped on. And a good stop by Stofchek, who hangs on for a whistle, and we'll see both teams get changes here. Just past the midpoint of the contest. 9:57 left in the second, and it's 3-2 Raiders. Shots 27-20 in favor of the Raiders. When they've gotten them, they've come in flurries. But Aurora with 45 seconds left on the goaltender interference penalty to Riley Ott. Matt Weber in for the draw here. Bounces in front of the cage where it's skated onto by Stuart Harley, and he'll come out through center. 3-on-2 briefly, and Hughes backhand feed to the back post for McCormick. Kicked along the wall, and Boyko will have it there. Laying it back here for Pang. Ackle, the head of steam, lost the puck, and it caroms to McCormick, who will send it the length. 18 seconds remaining on the man advantage. The Raiders timeout stopped the bleeding. Pang here for Code. Has the line to Ackle. Skates into the slot. Will drop it off to Pang with 6 on the power play. His pass behind Code. Gathered up by Boyko. Back to even strength as Boyko circles. His pass through the slot was tipped. Ackle couldn't get to it, and the Raiders will play it through center and into the Aurora end. Long pass by Pang ahead here for Weber, who has the line. Gives it to Kandata. Lost it into the corner, tried to steer it in front. Skinner took it away, and now he'll come the other way as Weber caught an edge. 3-on-3 here. Park tried to feed it in front. It was blocked by Weber, and now Ackle comes the other way with Sedlacek. Sedlacek at the point. Throws it in on Stofchek, who will steer that to the half wall and allow Bielke to skate onto it. Is played deep. Raiders will go get a change. Yee will chase it. Thornton rings it along the wall for Kandata here on the near side, who gains the red line and will pitchfork that in. Nate Keeley after it. Ties up his man. They battle behind the MSOE cage. 8:16 left in the second. Raiders up 3-2. Puck comes free for Sabin. He'll give it to Herbster. Top line for MSOE is out there. Good pass from Herbster to Sabin, who gets in on Thornton, but the freshman sliding to his left makes the stop and hangs on. And a face-off coming here to the left of Thornton. Bud's able to find that one and win it back for Aurora. Now +8 on faceoffs after a tough night last night. Through center, Yannick with speed. Found a way to, I have no idea how he found a way to get the puck there. Put it to the near post. Santa Lucia couldn't bang it home. Happened so quickly I couldn't even find the words. That's what I'm paid to do. In front, Buds. Had that roll off the toe of his stick on the backhand. Comes out to the wall where it's kept in by Yannick. He'll throw it through traffic and wide of the goal. Santa Lucia will pick it up at the left point. Cross ice feed here as Pang sent it to the front of the net. Went off the stick of Buds. Then Sabin goes through center, and he lost an edge. And Adam Keys nearly went down as well, but Keys is going to go off here for a trip. So 2 for tripping. Raiders will go back to the power play. Hard to be more efficient than they just were. Scored on their only shot on the last power play. Oh, and you know what? In real time, I did not realize that Keys' stick got a piece. Diving save here, Colby Thornton, as that big rebound hopped right to Jackson Hughes. He didn't get a lot on that. Thornton did well to get post to post and make the stop. In real time, I did not realize that Keys' stick got a piece of Saban. I thought a Raiders senior just lost an edge, but in fact, on further review, looks like Keys did get a piece, and he sits for a couple. 7:14 left. Second period, Raiders up 3-2, 6 seconds into the penalty on Keys. Raiders control the draw. Bielke will skate it, leaves it here to Hughes on the right point, walks it down to the hash marks. Bielke up top, he'll feed Hughes. Bielke again up top, out to the circle. That was Jones. He tries to get it to the front of the goal. It was sticked down, and Clay Keeley along the wall, not able to clear. It's high. Hughes couldn't get there. Kandata did, and he'll send it the full 200 feet. Raiders try again. Jones down the left wing. Shoots. Save, jumps up on Thornton. It was punched away on the follow there by Keeley. The Raiders hold the line. Saban's shot got Thornton leaning, but he made the save with the shoulder, then tried to tuck it in on the other side. Thornton got back over to his post. Saban tries again, shoots. Shoulder save by Thornton, and Aurora clears. Oh, the Spartan freshman has had to be good. Had to go right to left to deny Jackson Hughes a few moments ago, then left to right to deny Christian Saban, and has had to adjust as he was caught leaning that last time. 33 seconds left on the man advantage. Raiders will try to get it up ice one last time. Paganini here. Make that Hanawal, my apologies, for McCormick, who's behind the goal. He feeds Herbster in the right circle, who skates it down below the goal line, behind the net. It'll do a lap. Hanawal here, left circle, shoots. Save made Thornton, big rebound. Hops to Herbster, who will try again. 8 seconds on the man advantage. One-timer, McCormick. Thornton right to left makes another big save. Saban's stick was right there as well. We're back to even strength as Keys rejoins the play. Hanawal will play it to McCormick in the corner. Herbster from the point. Shot was blocked by Keys. Comes away with the puck. Shoots through traffic, save Thornton. And Aurora will then play it off the wall. It will go the length of the ice, but not for icing. Stofchek, though, a long pass and turned it over. As Schwab skates onto it, gives it to Buds, the drop pass. Yannick shoots. That one never made it in on Stofchek. Yannick follows. Circles into the corner. Keys will play it. He met on the other side and kept in by Buds. His shot through traffic off the stick of Yannick and wide. McCormick tries to clear and turns it over to Buds. And a quick shot off the stick, I believe, of Bielke and out of play. 4.5 left in the second. Raiders clinging to a 3-2 lead after scoring the first 3 of the contest. Face off here to the left of Stofchek. Harrison for the face off, junior from Naples, Florida. Clean win for the Raiders. Harley dropping it off. Raiders will send that through center ice. Clay Keeley picks it up behind the net. It's pressed to the fence by Skinner. Comes out for Harley. Tried to throw that on goal, but fanned on it. Aurora looks to clear, and they don't. Skinner gets the puck. Give and go with Park, shoots. Pad save Thornton, and the cover. Shots now 38-21 in favor of MSOE as they have peppered the Spartan net. Colby Thornton has needed to be good, and he has been. 34 stops tonight. A career high against St. Norbert is not in danger. At the moment, school record 65 saves. And a long way to go. I guess we should say not in danger at the moment. Still 24 minutes and change left of hockey. SOE tries to throw that in from the point, was blocked down in front, goes back to center, and the Raiders will dump it in over the stick of Thornton and into the corner. Santa Lucia wins that puck battle. He'll give it to his offensive partner, Pang. Aurora looks to break out, but a good stick there by McCormick. Raiders will send it back in. Pang cuts off his man. Plays it behind the goal for Santa Lucia. Back to Pang here. And a long pass here looking for Boyko, who ended up being pushed off the puck there by Jack Kargas, and an icing is the decision. 3:33 left in the second. MSOE up by 1. AU women's hockey, a 5-1 win at 5th-ranked Adrian earlier today. AU men's volleyball lost in 3 sets to the #1 team in men's volleyball, Stevens. AU men's basketball lost to Marion in overtime, 84-75. AU women's basketball a 91-64 victory at Marion today. Santa Lucia here to Procopio. Got the scoring started for Aurora. To Boyko down the left wing. Backhand feed across the top of the crease. Procopio follows. He'll have it here. Gives it to Boyko. Steps into the circle. Turns, shoots. Stavcek. I don't know if he ever saw it. Made the right pad save. Played from the point back behind the net. Where Connor Smith will play it here. Boyko centers. Missed everyone, but it comes out to Keeley, who shoots. And Stavcek able to get square and put that one away. 21 saves for the junior from nearby South Elgin, Illinois. Again, came into this one, had not been between the pipes in nearly, in fact, exactly 2 months. Playing the previous 11 had largely been Austin Schwab's net. He made 23 saves last night. The freshman gets the night off, and Stavcek has played well. Raiders. Long pass through center to Sabin, who stops at the hash mark. Centers it to Herbster, who scores. A terrific pass from Sabin. And Herbster's 10th of the season restores the MSOE advantage to a couple. We'll take a look at who will get the secondary assist. But for now, Herbster from Sabin at 17-10. Stuart Harley gets the secondary assist, and MSOE lead is back to a couple. It could not have been a much better pass from Sabin. His second assist of the evening, up to 30 points on the season. And joins Matt Hannawall with a couple of points in this one. 2:32 left. Aurora down 2 at the beginning of the second period. In danger of still being down by that amount when the third begins. Puck loose here at the side of the net. Skinner tried to feed that on the backhand, got it to sit in the blue paint. Thornton found it and covered it up. Offensive zone face-off here for the Spartans. Skinner and Buds here for the faceoff. .50-50 draw here. Looks like the Spartans will come away with it, and it'll be Keys. They'll try to flip that between the defenders. Not able to force the turnover, and Skinner will play it out to center. Looking for Park, who gets to the puck. Lost it in his skates in the corner. Skinner follows and goes to the point. Bielke threw that one through traffic. May have caught somebody in front. Then Klein tries again. That's sticked off the window by Thornton. Bielke follows, winds, fakes, skates behind the net. Stops, looks to center. That went into the trapper, or rather, I guess, into the blocker hand of Thornton, who makes the stop. And a $1:44 left in our second period. And a 4-2 MSOE advantage. And again, as things stand, Aurora in fourth in the standings, and they'd stay there. Marion leads Lake Forest through 40 minutes, 2-1. And applying some pressure, although the Raiders, of course, don't know it. Applying some pressure to them. They need to win if they want to keep the 5th seed in that event, as long as that result holds. Pang here on the near side. Is it down to Boyko? Lost his balance, and the Raiders will look to exit the zone. Ahead here to Jones on the right wing, skating in 2-on-1, scores. Rips that over the blocker of Thornton, and the Raiders, after giving up most of their 3-goal lead, take it right back. And with 1:13 remaining in the second, it is 5-2 MSOE. So it will be Jones, second of the season, from Paganini, and I believe Stuart Harley will end up getting an assist on that goal as well. A very difficult spot for Aurora, down 3, and looking very much like it'll be a 4-5 matchup with the Raiders next weekend. Final minute here, the second period. And played through center ice. We'll force Blair to go after it here. Blair takes it to the net himself, shoots. Save made with the blocker by Stofchek. Raiders out to center ice here with 32 seconds remaining in the period. Goes deep here. Tanner Marshall went into the net after that 5th goal. Sophomore from Kelowna, British Columbia, will finish off the period, and have to think likely will finish off the game. Hannawall with it. 16 seconds remaining in the period. Goes out up top for Bielke. Ott throws this through traffic. Went off of Klein, who follows it. Comes out of the zone. Karam's off the dasher in on Marshall. That will do it for the second period. Started off not particularly that great for Aurora. Gave up a goal 20 seconds in. And a furious rally to get within a goal, but MSOE with a couple of quick ones late. And they extend their lead to 5-2 through 40 minutes here at Fox Valley Ice Arena. I'll bring you the totals coming up. This is Aurora University men's hockey. For 40 minutes, it has been all MSOE. Raiders lead the 10th-ranked Aurora Spartans 5-2. Aurora needing a big comeback. They're 1-5 when trailing through 40 minutes. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. I'm Sean Fry in for Bill Downing today. Matt Hanawal scored 20 seconds into the second period on an assist from Christian Sabin after a turnover. Then Aurora roared back. 2 goals, 2 minutes, 3 seconds apart. Gio Procopio's 9th of the year at 4:27 from Hassan Ackle and Simon Boyko. Jack Yonick then tallied at 6:30. Even strength, his 14th of the season, finishing off a feed from Adam Keys. Brendan Blair added the secondary assist on an all-senior goal for Aurora. In the final 3 minutes, brutal for the Spartans as Kyle Herbster's 10th from Sabin and Stuart Harley, and Carson Jones' 2nd from Kevin Paganini and Stuart Harley at 18:47 extended the, all restored actually, and then extended the MSOE advantage. And if the result holds, they will play here in the quarterfinals of the Harris Cup playoffs next week. Spartans left to right, cream and blue against the right to left skating Raiders in red. Aurora needs 3 goals. They need it quick. Here is quick rush by Jack Rudin, sent a shot wide. It's loose at the edge of the crease and finally rolls in on Nick Stofchek. Made 22 saves through 40 minutes. Colby Thornton allowed 5 goals, made 36 saves, and was replaced by Tanner Marshall after giving up that 5th goal. Face-offs right now at 30-20 in favor of Aurora. Shots are 41-24 through 2 periods in favor of MSOE. Spartans win this draw. Sedlacek puts one right on, and it's stopped by Stofchek. Well, we've been keeping an eye on some other contests. Marion leads Lake Forest 3-2 after the Foresters got level at 4:40 of the third. Jordan Simoneau at 8:11 right now has the difference maker. That after it was Trine over Lawrence 3-1. CUW shootout win against Finlandia, and 14th ranked St. Norbert defeating 3rd ranked Adrian 6-1 earlier today. Raiders with it, trying to play it through center. Icing called. In the opening minute of the third, 5-2 Raiders. And so again, where we're at in the standings, we know Aurora will be at home. And if they cannot come up with a rally, it will be as the 4 seed here against these MSOE Raiders. They need a point. They have the tiebreaker with both Trine and St. Norbert. So a regulation win, which certainly not seeming particularly very likely, would give Aurora the 2 seed. Any point would get the Spartans the 3 seed. And a failure to do that would put them at number 4 after Trine was able to take care of business earlier today and end the postseason hopes for Lawrence. Here's a loose puck to Adam Keys, skates in on Stofchek and score. Needed to begin somewhere, and Adam Keys happy to provide it. 12th of the year. And Keys has his 2nd point of the night. 5-3. Now MSOE has already used its timeout, so if this gets any narrower, it could get very interesting. Now right now they've credited it Keys unassisted, and I think that's likely to change here. few whistles here. As Tanner Marshall able to pick that one up. Raiders turn it over here at center ice, and a couple of slips mean that Aurora gives it right on back here. 90 seconds in the third period, it's 5-3. And Adam Keys with the goal has brought Aurora within a couple. Here's McCormick leaving it for Jones. Played behind the net. McCormick battling with it, loses the puck. Procopio will pick it up. Or is it ahead for Ackle? And played deep by Hayden Dalton. Aurora with a very quick goal at 1:05. This one will go the length of the ice in on Stofcheck. He'll rip it out to center ice. Aurora needed to make sure they didn't take a too many men call here. Offside of the line is Matt Weber. Well, if you wanted to entertain a 3-goal comeback, you would think you'd need to get one early. They have done that. Face-off one here by Aurora, and Connor Smith will wire this one along. Weber collides with his opposite number, Brennan Dickey. Comes out to the point and is swept out by Ott. Turned over here at center as Nate Keeley will pick it up. He'll send it deep. Weber will follow again. Come together with Dickey again. This time Dickey gets the better of it, but the puck hops free to Boyko, who gets taken down. And Aurora will go to the power play as they try to draw closer. Boyko turned awkwardly into the boards. And a cross check will be the call here, and it looks like Dickey's going to go off. About 17:22 left. And a critical power play for Aurora. Not been able to come through in 2 previous opportunities. They will try it again here. 5 shots through 2 tries. Went 1 for 4 last night. Face-off win for MSOE. Herbster looking here for Bielke, who can't clear the zone. Now Pang along the blue line for Boyko. He threads a pass through to Ackle on the right side, and the Spartans get set up. Ackle here into the corner. Feeds Pang. Cross-ice feed. Boyko the one-timer. Blocked in front by Klein. Loose puck to Herbster, who tries to clear it, but it's held into the line by Pang. He tried to rim that. And it was sticked down by Herbster and sent the length. Pang picks it up. He'll come out the right side. Played deep here. Pang follows. Tried to wash that along the wall. Ended up being cleared through the netting and into the seats. And I don't know that that's going to count as a souvenir for the fan. I think they'll probably make what I believe is an MSOE fan likely give that one back. Now Dickey for cross-checking at 2:38, a minute 13 left on the man advantage. Santa Lucia walks the blue line here after the Spartan face-off win. Keys with it, pressured by Sabin. Puck hops free. Santa Lucia not able to hold the line, and now Sabin will come the other way with speed. Gets around Yannick, steps into the slot, shoots. That went wide. He'll follow it, play it deep, and Santa Lucia will settle it there. It's tied up. Taken away here by Yannick, who will look to exit. 42 seconds left on the power play. We got 16 minutes left. Raiders up 5-3. Yannick, extra move, took Procopio offside. Face-off coming outside the MSOE end. 33 seconds left on the man advantage. Aurora wins the draw. They'll send it deep. Comes out to McCormick on the wall. He can't clear. Pang holds it. Gives to Boyko. Steps into the slot. Shoots. It's loose at the top of the crease. And Stavcek able to close the pads and keep the puck out. And Boyko got a great look there in the slot. And Stavcek has had to be tough tonight. That's not easy. Stepping in after not seeing any game action in a considerable amount of time. He has answered the bell and given MSOE a chance tonight. Boyko here with 18 seconds left on the man advantage. Pang here to Ackle, who shoots. That was off of a leg in front and into the screen. 15:34 left in this one. 2-goal Raiders advantage as they try to hang on. Another face-off win for Aurora, just 10 seconds left on the man advantage. A bit of miscommunication, but it holds the line. It's played into the corner for Weber, who chops at it. Skated on by Ackle and skated over by Ackle for that matter. Power play over, and it comes out to Skinner, who comes in on the 2-on-1 with Dickey. Centers it. Big left to right save by Marshall to keep it a 2-goal game. Dickey tries again, overskated it and steers it in on Marshall. It's tied up behind the net, and Aurora clear their end. Out to the point here for Harley. He'll send it behind. Yee stops it up. Look to center off the stick of Marshall. And flipped out into center ice as Harley got a piece of that. Now skates in 3-on-3. His shot goes wide of the goal. Maybe a bit of the stick of Marshall there, but was not headed into the direction of the cage. Pops free to Park. He tries to lift one over Marshall. It went high, and then Ackle will steer that off of the top of the dasher and out to center ice. Raiders look to attack again. Pang lost his stick. Puck came loose, comes out to center for Bielke, and we've got a whistle here, and an interference is the call, and that should put Aurora back on the power play. See what they're going to get. Looks like Preston Park is going to go off here. Big opportunity for Aurora, and they failed to come through on the last power play. They win the draw, and it comes out to Keys here up top. Wines, that was redirected on by Buds. The follow there by Yannick wasn't able to find its way on goal, and MSOE corrals and clears. 20 seconds into the power play, and a turnover at the Aurora line. Hannawall shot turned away by Marshall. He follows, tried the wraparound. It was stopped. Boyko skates onto the loose puck, comes out through center. A little bit of conversation between some Aurora fans and Preston Park in the penalty box. Turnover at the blue line for Harley. Shoots. He went wide of the goal there. Picks it back up, tries to jam it in. Nothing there. Santa Lucia picks up the loose puck. A minute 10 remaining on the power play. Ahead to Buds, who gains the line. He drops it to Keys at the blue line. Tried to spin out of harm's way. And Saban's going to be called. No. I think they're going to get Kyle Herbster for boarding. It's going to be a 2-man advantage for 1 minute. Saban took it away from Keys clean. And then Herbster took him into the fence. And if not now, when? And I think Jason Blumenberg recognizes that and is going to the timeout. A critical moment in this contest. That's the right call, as Herbster was a bit out of control there and took down Keys in a vulnerable area. So Park and Herbster will get some quality time together in the penalty box, and Aurora will have 60 seconds of 5-on-3 coming up. It'll be their 4th and 5th power play opportunities coming up, and find a way to cash in on the 5-on-3. There's more power play time available to try to get level. 13:22 left. 5-3 Raiders in front. MSOE scored the first 3. Allowed Aurora to get back to within 1 goal, and then potted 2 more late in the second period. Quick goal to begin the period for Aurora, but some work to do. And a grade A opportunity with which to do so. Buds, Yannick, Procopio, Keys, Santa Lucia, the unit here. Or Jones, Klein, and Bielke will be the 3 on the ice for the visitors. Face-off win for Aurora. Santa Lucia goes to Keys. Skates into the slot, the side of the net. Procopio through the seam, powdered high by Yannick, and it will come out of the Aurora end. Yannick had a wide open net and could not put it on. Aurora tries again. Yannick, the other side, adds some speed. Will play it into the corner where Buds will get there. Aurora will use the advantage of numbers to gain control. It goes out to Santa Lucia here. 28 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Walks the line, gives it to Keys here in the right circle, who shoots off the crossbar. Yannick gathers. Keys gets it back from Santa Lucia. 14 seconds on the 5-on-3. Procopio into the slot. The bumper spot for Buds' his shot was blocked. It comes to Santa Lucia. Through the seam to the back door for Yannick, who put it across the crease. Procopio couldn't put it home, and then steered on by Buds, who scores. Just after the 5-on-3 expired, so Herbster will exit the box, but Aurora is within a goal. And it's Derek Buds who had the last touch. Now Procopio got it to Buds in the slot. His first shot attempt was blocked. It came back to Santa Lucia. Put it to the side of the goal for Yannick, and somehow, some way, Stavcek got a stop on Procopio. It came back to Buds in front of the net. He steered it on goal, and I'm not clear if it went directly in and through or if it was on a redirect. But either way, it beat Stavcek, and at 7:39, it's 5-4. It will be Buds with the goal. I suspect that Yannick and Procopio will get the assists, and they do. And now there's a meeting here at center ice. I believe it's going to be even strength. Now the 1-minute clock is up on the board for Herbster, as it had expired for Preston Park. And that, in fact, is going to be the situation. So perhaps maybe a tough break for Aurora that it didn't go in a half second sooner, but they needed a goal and they got it. And now we're down by just a goal once again. Third time. 1-0, 3-2, and now 5-4 that Aurora's on the doorstep. They get right back down into the MSOE end. Here's Boyko. Bouncing puck. Comes free to Harley. And the Raiders will be able to exit. Hannawall. Goal and assist tonight on the left wing. The toe drag leaves it in front and lifted high over the goal by Herbster. Aurora able to keep this alive, and they go the other way. Off the wall, all the way through on Stavcek, who will clear it into space. Herbster is there, and he'll play it off of the linesman. Aurora will sweep it back in and chase. All kinds of goal scoring in this one. And here is Sabin skating through center for the Raiders. Oh, why are that deep? Paganini follows, plays it out for McCormick, but it's tipped out to center ice by Aurora. Picked up by McCormick at the blue line, who was patient. Finds Paganini on the far side. He'll take it on the backhand into the corner. Schwab smears him off the play. The loose puck comes to Code, who turned it over in front to Jones, who put it home. And for the second time in this one, a turnover in front of the net ends up in the back of the Spartans' cage. Jones unassisted at 8:57 is a hugely deflating goal as the Raiders come up with the answer. Unbelievable. Now, right now, they've given assists to McCormick and Paganini. We'll see if that one holds up as Spartans look for more. Played out through center ice. Bud's here with it. Off the skate of Keys at center ice, but it hops to Yannick, who comes in here with Pang. His shot through the crease wide of the goal. It will come out the other side. Picked up here by Keeley. Aurora not able to gain the line there, and here comes Hughes the other way for the Raiders. Midway through the third period, 6-4, MSOE up. 10 minutes away from doing this all over again next week. Delayed penalty here. And then the whistle and holding the call here as Nate Keeley is going to go to the penalty box. And this would very much be an opportunity for MSOE to eliminate all doubt. Procopio skates on to the face-off win by the Raiders. Tried to play that through center. Raiders are 1 for 2 on the power play. A second power play goal would be devastating to Aurora's chances. Pass through the seam. Nothing there, but Hanawal will pick it up here. He's at the hash marks. Finds Dickey, his shot off a stick in front, and that one is lifted into the rafters. Face off here to the right of Marshall. Hanawal in the circle, shoots. That got the post. And Karam's out of play. Terrific shot. Minute 28 left of power play time. Face-off win here for Aurora, not able to clear. Sabin sticks that one down. Spartan player loses an edge. Now McCormick, his shot under the logo of Marshall. Raiders getting set up. Bielke throws that one through traffic, and Marshall did well to find that. We got a minute left on the penalty here to Sam Harris. Picked up the hold. I don't think we ever mentioned that he was the one who took the penalty. Raiders with a 20-shot advantage, 52-32. Put up 6 goals on Aurora, who gave up 8 in back-to-back nights last weekend. And it looked like Aurora had settled things down defensively with a 4-1 comprehensive performance last night. The Raiders had other ideas. Jones sent that one wide of the goal, like Marshall was off balance. 47 seconds left. Bielke. Here for Hughes, back to Bielke up top. He'll try to throw that one through traffic. It goes wide. Hughes picks up the bounce off the dasher. Across the slot here to Jones, who will peel off and try again. 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Jones steps in, shoots. Save made. Rebound got past Ott. Comes to the wall to Procopio, who tried to pitchfork that out. It was held into the line by Bielke. Played deep again. Ott able to hang on to it there. He'll get a second try here. Keeley takes it from him. Goes to Procopio, and this time he will clear it, and that will be enough to end the power play. Seconds remaining. Harris ready to rejoin the play, and he's back. 7:55 left, 6-4 MSOE up. This one goes all the way through. Sabin able to pick it up in the Aurora end. Centering feed was taken away by the Spartans, and it's ahead for Yannick. Skates it through center. Herbster tried to take it away from him. Yannick kept it. Was given the buds, threw it to the post where Blair was charging in from the point. Kicked away, and now the Raiders the other way. Sabin to the backhand. It's taken off the play by Smith, and Keys tries to put a hit in the Hanawal, and Yannick takes the puck away. He'll come back the other way. Through the skates of Blair. Tried to chip that around his man, but a good stick there by Hayden Dalton. The Raiders will dump it in. Keys follows. Has it behind the net. And will step out into center ice. 7:05 left. Keys through traffic. Shoots, scores from a tough angle. My goodness, Adam Keys picks the corner and puts it off the bar and in. Well, you will not see a shot any better than that. Once again, Aurora is within a goal. And Adam Keys has his second of the night. My goodness, Keys just goes coast to coast and goes bar down to make it a 1-goal game. Plenty of hockey left. Keys unassisted. 13th on the season. Aurora will play this one in, and now the Raiders will have to come up with more defensive hockey. Delayed call on the Raiders. Aurora is going to go on the power play and try to finally get level in this one. Boy, this game has had it all. Gonna be Bielke going off here. Holding on Bielke, 6:36 left. Aurora will try to even it up. Keys sent that one wide of the cage. Yannick pulls it out in the corner and goes to Santa Lucia at the point. Cross ice here for Keys, who shoots again. That one wide of the goal, off the glass and out of play. Adam Keys with the 8th multi-goal game of his career has just one hat trick. That was against Finlandia earlier this season. He'll look for his second, potentially. He can get a good look. Huge senior day for Keys with a couple of goals and an assist. Buds will tie up this draw. Good job by Klein to pull that out of traffic. And Aurora will retake possession. Santa Lucia cross ice to Yannick. Plays it back to Santa Lucia up top. He throws it through traffic and scores to tie it up. 6-6 with 6:05 remaining. We have a brand new hockey game. Can you believe this? Down 5-2 at the start of the period. I do not believe that was tipped in front, so it'll be Santa Lucia's third goal of the season. Yannick gets the assist. As Yannick has a goal and 2 assists. Offside at the line here, and then a shot blocked immediately after the whistle. We have 5:50 left, but Santa Lucia ties it up at 13:55. And now who knows what's going to happen in the standings. Again, Aurora needs a point to be third. Lake Forest has come back and has defeated Marion in overtime. As Tyler Nielsen scored the winner for the Foresters. Another whistle here as once again it's offsides at the line. So that freezes MSOE as the 5 seed right now, as Marion will come up a point short and remain in 6th. So now the result of this one will determine if MSOE will play Aurora or Trine. That is what is at stake right now, the result hanging in the balance. Tied up, the Aurora end. Picked up here, to Bielke. Feeds, Skinner shoots, that's through traffic, bouncing around, another quick whistle. Puck was loose. And now the players will come together and exchange conversation, and Hassan Ackle is being pulled away by Skinner. I'll be curious to see how this is settled. There's 5:07 left. It's 6-6. And a wild one here at Fox Valley Ice Arena, where the Raiders led by 3 goals on multiple occasions in this one. Or rather, let me take that back, by 2 goals on multiple occasions. 2-0, 4-2, 6-4. We're able to narrowly hold on to the others. I could not hold on to the last one. So after all of that, looks like Skinner's going to go off. Is that going to be the only penalty that's assessed here? That would be interesting. Well, it looks like Ackle is already in the box. But here comes Jackson Yee as well, and that's going to put Aurora on the power play. It'll be the Spartans' 7th try with the man advantage. They've scored twice. It's going to be Skinner and Ackle who will be in until the first whistle after 3:07, and Yee will be the player who can return. And how about that decision right there? And Christian Sabin, I think, giving his 2 cents. Gio Procopio was over there as well. Both teams have used their timeouts, so this is it. And they'll have to play it out to the end. Can Aurora move in front? Shots are 54-34, by the way. This also means that Tanner Marshall will be the goalie of record, one way or the other. Bud's in for the face-off with this top power play unit. Yannick will get it back to the point for Santa Lucia. Keys, a circle, goes to Procopio, across the ice, across the crease for that matter, missed everything. Now to Yannick. Santa Lucia back to Yannick on the left side. Across the ice for Keys, who shoots, and that catches a stick in front and is into the netting. 18 seconds gone in the power play, 4:48 left, 6-6. The score here. Bud's in for the draw with Sabin. Buds wins this one clean to Yannick. Was looking for Keys on the right side. Good stick by Sabin, and the Raiders able to clear. 90 seconds left on the penalties. Santa Lucia with speed through center ice. Gains the line, puts on the brakes. Tried to sweep it deep, but a good stick by Bielke. And he'll send it the full 200. Now a minute 15 left on the penalty. Pressure applied there, and Aurora turns it over. Bielke will skate onto it. Plays it through the neutral zone to kill a little more time off, and now Keys has it. 2 goals on the night. Great move. Shot, save made by Stofchek at point blank range. Santa Lucia through traffic, scores! Tipped in front, Matt Weber has given Aurora the lead. Oh my goodness, Aurora is in front. The redirect by Weber on the shot from Santa Lucia has Aurora in front 7-6 with 4 minutes left. Keys will also get an assist here. And at 16 minutes, Aurora has roared into the lead. And they will try to hang on. Now the Raiders pressing. Shot from up top from Dickey was tipped in front. And through center. Knocked down by Weber. Looking for more. Throws it in front. Missed Boyko. Condata follows. Boyko has it behind the net. 3:19 left. Boyko taken down. No call here. And Harley will skate it through to McCormick down the left side, trying to toe drag around Clay Keeley, who shut the door. Aurora not able to clear the end, not able to get a stick on that. Condata pulls it free, ends up turning it over behind the goal. As Kargas got there, they battle. We're in the final 3 minutes here, 7-6 Spartans. Whoever saw this coming when they were down 5-2. 5-goal third period. Ott kicks this to Kargas, and out to Bielke, left point, trying to find some space, skates to the circle, throws it on, it was blocked down behind the net. Kargas turns it through traffic. Aurora rips that off a Raider player the length of the ice. And now we'll keep an eye on Nick Stofchek. Turnover here by Buds, who shoots, blocker saved by Stofchek, or turnover rather, takeaway by Buds more accurately. MSOE nearly gives it away again. Sabin skates back onto it. There's 2:15 left. How long will Stofchek remain in the goal? More importantly, can MSOE get it out of their own end and have control to be able to get them off? Aurora all over the puck right now. Herbster picks up the puck, turns it over. This one hops through the air off of a stick. Yannick got a piece of that. Comes out to Keys on the half wall. Minute 50 left. Centered to Buds. His shot off a stick and it spins to the corner. Yannick skates onto it. And he'll just play it out to center ice for Pang, who will play it deep. This should be the opportunity for MSOE to get Stofchek off the ice with a clean breakout. Goes to Herbster. And now Jones, who gains the line. Stofchek goes off. Good stick Keeley to dispossess Jones. And then turned over in the slot. Here's Paganini. Looking for space, he'll drop it off to Harley. It's 6-on-5, a minute 20 left. Shot through traffic. Bounced off in front. Procopio gets it out. And Sedlacek will play it deep. It went off the linesman. MSOE has the tag up. Aurora shoots for the empty net and missed while waiting for that tag up, and they ice the puck with 1:08 left. So the faceoff comes down to the left of Marshall, who has made 10 saves today. Stavchek's made 30. And the fans who have made it here today, loving this. Sabin in for the faceoff with Procopio. Raiders will win the draw. They'll play it along the wall. Jones pinching here. Procopio got the puck, and he will ice it again. Final minute. And a whistle with 57 seconds left. 7-6. In a crazy game here tonight. The Raiders have one more. 6 goals for MSOE. Second most on the season. They might lose the game. Raiders win the draw. And Aurora able to chip that out to center. Paganini will skate after it. He regroups. Here for Herbster. And now Hannawall, who will wire it in. McCormick will follow. He caught an edge. And Code will backhand that out through center. It'll wobble down. Overskated there. 31 seconds left. Sabin down the left wing. Steps around Smith and then rips it wide along the dasher and out to center, where Dickey will play it forward. One last chance for the Raiders. Hannawall taken down, no call. 15 seconds left. Paganini here for Sabin, who puts on the brakes. 9 seconds left. Centering feed played out to center. It wobbles towards the goal. Will it have enough? It turns wide and goes for an icing with 1.8 seconds left. And I think they'll put time back up as well. And it will all come down to this. Procopio just did not have the spin right. It'll be 2.1 seconds remaining, and it comes down to this. MSOE will load one side, and Sabin will try to win the draw for Hannawall here for one last shot. Procopio, you have to think, will just try to take away the stick. Face off to Jones, shot redirected. Time expires. Aurora comes back and wins. 7-6. And the Spartans will clinch the 2 seed in the upcoming NCHA Harris Cup playoffs. What a rally by Aurora. 5 goals in the third period. They're outshot 54-37, but 3 power play goals, including the game winner from Matt Weber. And Aurora with an unlikely sweep of MSOE. The sweep itself, you look at the standings, and at itself, not necessarily that unlikely, although MSOE certainly had other ideas, but 5-2. And looked like MSOE very much in the driver's seat, but could not hang on. And Aurora moves to 17-6-2 as they conclude the regular season, 13-3-2 in the NCHA play. Their 39 points will tie them with St. Norbert. And with the tiebreaker, the Spartans will be the 2 seed. They'll take on Lake Forest in the first round of the quarterfinals of the Harris Cup playoffs. MSOE concludes the regular season at 14-11, 9-9 in NCHA play. And they'll head to Angola, Indiana, to take on Trine in a 4-5 matchup next week. 2 goals tonight for Adam Keys. he, Jack Yonick, Gio Procopio, Derek Buds with multi-point nights for Aurora. Carson Jones had a couple of goals for MSOE. The Spartans celebrating with their fans here. Very thankful for the support they received tonight. Multi-point games for Kevin Paganini, for Graham McCormick, Christian Sabin, Stuart Harley. Mentioned Jones and also Matt Hannawall, but a sensational hockey game here. We'll let you know the days and times of the upcoming Harris Cup quarterfinals here at Fox Valley Ice Arena. But Aurora, a stunning comeback tonight to defeat MSOE 7-6. Big thank you to John Ray for his help on the camera tonight. And also to the entire AU Game Day crew. Could not do it without them. The final 7-6, Aurora over the Milwaukee School of Engineering in the regular season finale. And it's off to the second season. Harris Cup playoffs beginning next week. In for Bill Downing, my name is Sean Fry. Have a great rest of your weekend. And thanks for watching Aurora University men's hockey at athletics.aurora.edu.